I want to show you how to discern the presence of an evil spirit or a demonic spirit, either in a person's life or in an environment. How is that possible? There are three basic channels we receive from God. Number one is flowing thoughts. Number two is pictures, what we call vision. And number three is our emotion. You must understand that man is a tripartite being, meaning man has a spirit, he has a soul, and he has a body. Now, God communicates to a man via his spirit. See, but that communication that God passes through a man's spirit must come to that man's soul, because the soul is the link between the physical realm, that is our body, and the spiritual realm, which is the spirit of a man. And also, the soul is what makes a man aware and conscious of his immediate environment. So whatever God speaks to a man, that man has to understand what God has said to him. And the only place the man can get the understanding is in his soul, so that the man will have full understanding of what God is saying. Now, this is how discernment works. The soul of a man is made up of three compartments: the will, the mind, and the emotion. Discernment comes to a man through flowing emotions. If you want to grow in discernment, you have to pay attention to flowing emotion. What am I trying to say? Okay, let me show you something from the book of Acts of the Apostles chapter 16. From verse 16, you read to 18. Now, the Bible says that Paul and Silas, they went to go and pray. Now, why they went to pray, they met a lady that has a demonic spirit of divination. And this lady was actually going around with them and telling people that these are the true servants of God, true servants of the Most High, that they are telling us the way of the Lord, they are showing us the way of salvation. Now, listen, she did this thing for many days, and nobody was able to pick what she was doing, or was able to find out the spirit that was behind it. Now, the Bible says in verse 18 that after certain days, Paul, being grieved in the spirit, set his eyes upon her. You see, that being grieved in the spirit had to travel to a compartment of his soul, which is the emotion. There was trouble in his emotion. He was pained in his emotion. He was angry in his emotion. And then he set his eyes on her, and then he had to cast the spirit out. Most times you discover that you just find yourself in a particular territory or a particular place, and maybe you see somebody, and you just discover that for the very first time you are seeing that person, something you are just displeased inside of you. You don't know what is happening to you, but you are not just happy, you are just angry. And especially if you are a believer, a genuine believer, there is something wrong with that person. It means that your spirit does not agree with that person's spirit. Your emotion, you are just angry, you are just troubled. That is to tell you that there is something about that person that you don't like. There is something about that person that is not actually aligning with your own spirit. Now, another case I want you to look at is the case of Jesus Christ. In the book of Matthew 26, in verse 30, the Bible says Jesus Christ was sorrowful because he knew that the hour of his death was coming. Now, that sorrow is, other translation put it as being grieved, but that was an emotion in his soul. Jesus Christ became so sorrowful inside his soul. That was a part of his emotion, to tell you that he was aware that he was going to die. He was able to discern that the time of his death has actually come. And how was that discernment able to come to him? The discernment came to him as sorrow in his soul. If you are going to walk in discernment, you have to pay attention to flowing emotion. Flowing emotions are very important for you to walk in discernment. You have to pay attention to flowing emotions. For more of this video, please like, comment, and share. I sincerely love you, and I will keep praying for you. God bless you.